Gaming like a noob. Hello, and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob, and I call myself Sensomi. And if you're subscribed to the channel, I say thank you very much. And if you're not, I say please do, it would help me out a lot. Now, having that said, it's Tuesday, it's the Man Utd save, and yeah, we started the season. Even though this is called episode number 1, we had a little pre-season, as you remember, episode number 0 for this season. Season 12. We've really played this a long time. I don't know if it's 2 years, something like that now, since we started this save. And I know I've missed some. I think we can count it on one hand, the number of weeks that I have, if we take away the vacation periods that I've had, one each summer, of course. But if we take away those, I think I've only missed out under a handful of Tuesdays with this Man Utd save. So we kept this up for quite some time, and it's gone well. We can start by looking at transfer history. Here. We must have started out somewhere around, since it is football 21, it's got to be the 2021 season, right? So we started out in the 9th position there, played 2 seasons in the Vanarama National League South, ended up 4th there, then got promoted, ended up 5th the first season, and champions the second. And then we just taken 2 seasons in every division except for the championship, which we came in second by mistake, I must admit. Or, yeah, I don't have to admit, you all know I talked about it when it happened. We didn't want to get promoted, we just wanted to go to the playoffs and play as good as possible, and then lose in a playoff final and stay in the division to continue to build up on the team. But since we've been able to, we managed to hold on to the Premier League position in the league, I'm quite happy that we actually went up to the Premier League, because we certainly have a stronger financial way to build upon the team, since making money in the Premier League is a whole lot easier as long as you're just trying to stay in the division. It's going to be harder when we'll have to throw out enough money to get the players that we want in order to qualify for Europe and stuff like that. But we don't have the reputation to sign any of those players right now, so we're going to have to continue to try and find young, promising players and build upon that, so that they don't have a lot of reputation, so that they feel that, all right, I'll go to that club and use it as a stepping stone or something. And hopefully we can build up a team around that and build up our reputation, so that we finally, in a couple of seasons, can sign players that want to develop us into a European powerhouse. But let's not talk about that now. Let's get on to the game. Harkin is injured, so I'm going to keep him off the team, of course. So, and it looks like the team is pretty fit otherwise. So I think this is the team we're going to play with today. Looks like we have most of our, well, I think we have all our best players on the pitch, and that's a good sign. And yeah, I think we're just going to kick off. Or should we have Alex Roberts instead of Jake Fisher? I mean, Jake Fisher, we want him to develop if he can. I think he's done developing though. Value at 4.3. I'm thinking I don't know if we want to sell him, but we need to find another one that is perhaps younger and more promising then. So that's not going to happen right now. So I think we're going to be putting some aim on Jake Fisher. Let's have him on the bench. And we would, of course, like to buy this one, Esteban. But I don't think City will release him or sell him in any capacity. His contract does run out after this season. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Let's jump into the first game of this episode. Taking forever to go somewhere here today. But now we are close. Close to the kickoff. And we can notice the amount of seasons we have played, since it's going a bit slow between games or between things. I'm gonna pump my fist and go with that we are underdogs in this game, because we are, of course. And we're off to the races, playing away against Southampton. Southampton, for me, has always been and probably will always be the Matthew Letizia team. I don't think they'll ever get a superstar like that to stay in the team like they did in the late 80s, early 90s. What a player. He had one weakness, and that was that he wasn't very happy about putting in the training work and so on. So he got tired pretty quick in games, especially playing. He tried to play for England a couple of times, and there was some more demand on him there. Oh, look at this. They're going to be scoring here, I guess. Oh, they missed. Thank you. He had it so good in Southampton, I believe. He didn't have to train as much as the other. And he got the other 11, or the other 10 play, or 9, because the goalkeeper doesn't put in a lot of running and stuff like that. But the other players got to do the hard work, and then he was the wonder, the one with the golden passings and the... Oh no. He read the game, and he controlled the game, and did the wonderful passings, the beautiful goals and stuff like that. But you could notice that he had problems when it came to putting in the hard work, and that often came when he played for the English national side, where they couldn't. He had to work there. So when he played, the few times that I did see him play, I think he played for a maximum of 70 minutes. Then they had to take him off because he was so tired he could barely walk, the player. So yeah. But what a wonder kid he was. Oof. Such beautiful goals. I recommend everybody that hasn't seen him play, I recommend you all to go and look him up on YouTube and take a look at some of the things he did. Good player, very good player. But as I said, had a weakness with not having the physique to play, and I think that's. I don't think he had a natural bad physique. Oh, come on. I just think that he got comfortable in Southampton, and that's why he never left Southampton either. Because if he'd left for Man United or Liverpool or any of those bigger clubs back then, they would have forced him to train for real and to put in hard work every game, not just be the fiddling wonder kid. So I guess I believe that's why he left. Come on, we need to do something here now. Demand more. Oh, here they come again. Nezid gets it away. Is there anybody? Oh, there's loads of player being really tired. I think we're going to be putting Ash and Steve Clay. We had to do something, but it's too late. We should have done those changes 20 minutes ago. Now they won't get any average rating, and so they won't be getting as much out of the training. I guess I talked way too much about Matthew Letizia, but it's always something I think a lot about when I see the name Southampton. His name always pops up in my head when I see Southampton. That's just the way it is. And 2-0 for Southampton here against us. I'm going to be sad if we go out this season, because I think that this season I have the strongest side that I've ever had with Welling United. I don't think I've had a stronger team with Welling than I have this season. So if we go out this season, yeah, I feel that that's going to be extremely tough. But yeah, yeah. 2-0 lost, not a good game, and yeah, I guess I'll just see you in the next one. And so we're here. Second game of this episode at home to Brighton. Let's hope for a better game today. We really need it, because I think Brighton is one of the teams that we're going to be struggling against down here in the bottom of the league, even though we have a better side, as I said, than we've had in a long time. Yeah, Ash McHarry is away, and that's because I lent him out. So putting in Alex Roberts in that position. Jake Fisher will take his position because he can play on the left as well, and Alex Roberts will take the Jake Fisher position. So he ends up on the bench anyway, so that's okay. I think we're going to be, let's see, yes, just monitoring. I think we're going to change the goal. No, I think we're going to wait with that. He's going to be in goal for the next game, because the next game is just 2 days away, or 3 days away, considering how you look at it. It's going to be 2 days with just training, and then we'll play Turkey in the Carabao Cup in this last game of this episode. But let's get into this game. We can see that they are pretty fresh and can play, all of them, like same as last game. So let's jump into it and see if we stand a chance against Brighton today. Then let's see, 23. That's okay. I did say, since we did sell Toby Egan after we picked the shirts on the player, so there's no player with the shirt number 1. That's interesting. And I think we played with, yeah, and we know that both Harkin and Dodd has been involved in the game, so they have their shirts signed, so to speak. So that we're going to play this season probably, or most likely I should say, without a number 1. That shirt's going to be free, and we're just going to have to see who we pick for the next season's first team goalkeeper. He's probably going to be number 1. Or get the shirt number 1, I would say. I think it's a good way as well, because I think they are pretty much at the same current ability when it comes to the keepers, Dodd and Harkin. Oh, let's look at this. Hello, kids! 1-0, Welling United. yeah, as I said, I think that both Dodd and Harkin are pretty much at the same current ability. I think that Harkin has a slightly better potential ability. So, and I know that Harkin is younger. So I guess this season is the season where they will fight to take that first position. So I think I'm going to be they're pretty much going to try. I'm pretty much going to try and see if I can use them. Alternate them between the games, and yeah, we're going to slowly find out who does the best performance in the games. So and then he's going to be the first keeper more and more, and then most likely that keeper will get the #1 shirt next season. Lukic, come on, Lukic. Oh, not enough power, and no problem for their keeper. Oh, come on, Tanju. Keep up the pressure. Oh, that wasn't good defending. Come on. But was he offside? Vieira's going to have a check. I don't think he was offside. He was. He was offside. Thank you. I didn't think he was, but he... Oh, that's tight. Very, very tight. Phew, but thank you very much. I guess I'm going to tell them to focus here now. And here they come again. Come on. We're better than this. Ooh. Here they come again. Good save by Dodd this time. The commentator said great save, so I guess we'll go for that. Come on. No. Oh, Dodd. Good one, Dodd. Played well today. So maybe he knows that he's going to have to fight to become the first keeper. The first choice of keeper. Come on. We don't create anything at the moment. And I mean, I'm very disappointed at this Esteban Bonifaci. He's supposed to be a brilliant footballer. To be honest, I'm looking at his stats and everything. He's supposed to be really, really good. I mean, yeah. So, yeah, let's get into the dressing room. Let's pump our fist and go with capable of even better. Start second half, and off we go. Oh, what's this? A free kick for us. Free kick's taken by Turney. Martin Turney. Oh, what a beautiful goal! What a free kick! Oh my God. I do say that was something special. Ho, ho, ho. Beautiful. Martin Turney. Will he blossom this season? He's supposed to have very high potential ability. He's playing good most of the time, but he hasn't really blossomed into that superstar that he's supposed to become, according to his potential star rating. But maybe this season. Who knows? 2-0. Is there anybody tired? Yes, Esteban is tired. Oh, good tackle. Or interception, because he didn't tackle the ball. He just threw himself in front of the ball. I think Esteban, and now he starts to play good. But he's very, very tired. So I think I'm going to take him off. And we're going to bring in Alex Roberts. Well, he wasn't much less tired. Oscar Thorne is not playing good today. Let's bring in Steve Cly. And yeah, I don't think we're going to make any more changes at the moment. And to be honest, You can do it, Tenju. No, he could not. Oh, he couldn't do that either. Come on, Welling. This isn't good. Ooh, just outside. But Kieran Judd has played very well today. So he's starting out his campaign to become the first keeper next season in a good fashion. Lukic. Pena, no. He picks up the ball again. Into Tanju. Back to Novak, to Roberts, to Pena. Can he get the ball in? He does. Keeper is on it. Tony is there. Oh! Puts it in the post. Oh, come on. Yeah, it feels like we have a good chance of winning today. Still a long way to go, though. But I'm thinking Turney out. Let's rest him a little. Jake Fisher coming on the pitch. So, yeah. Briones to Clay. To Fisher. And there is Lukic! Oh! Jake Fisher getting an assist. Maybe he will get some average rating then. Goal usually gives them average rating however late they get into the game, but I don't know about assist. We're going to have to see this in this game here. If he gets, he gets an average rating because he makes an assist, so that's good. Maybe that will help him with the training as well. The training will count. Otherwise, I think he came on very late, so might not be given the training, but since he gets average rating, I'm pretty sure he's going to get some training as well. So very, very happy that he ended up with an assist there at the end. And we have our first winning of the season. What a wonderful feeling. After a draw and a loss, we finally win here. We keep a clean sheet. Tremendous. I love it. Dodd making a strong case for him to be first keeper next season. And yeah, look at the average rating. Everybody except Oscar Thorne and Tanju gets at least a 7. Well, Alex Roberts and Steve Clay, but they were substitutes. I mean, from the first 11, of course. Anyway, I guess I'll just see you in the next and last episode. Sorry. I guess I'll just see you in the next and last game of this episode. And so we're here. Third and last game of this episode at home to Turkey United from League 2 in the Carabao Cup. Are we finally going to get anywhere in this cup? Especially since reaching Premier League, we've pretty much gone out with our very first game, if I'm not mistaken. And we have a pretty fit team, so I think we're going to be playing with the best team. There's one thing I'm going to do, though, of course, changing the goalkeeper. We want him to get games as well and see if he give him a fair chance to get that number 1 shirt, of course. So, yeah, we're going to play like this, and we're going to see what happens today. Hopefully, a good win. It could really go for a good win in a cup game now. We were a cup team in the very beginning. We often made a good games in the cups. I remember that the season where we actually did put out a couple of teams above us in the league system, which were incredible. Such joy we had back then with the team. But since the reaching Championship and Premier League and stuff, we've actually been struggling to try and beat the lower teams even. We went out against teams from the Championship and League One and stuff like that, and we don't want to continue doing that. We want to be able to go long in the cups as well. Oh, yes, Oscar Thorne. Finally, he scores again. He hasn't been good. I don't remember the game against Tottenham. I don't know if he was good in that game, but in today's episode, he wasn't good against Brighton, even though we won. And he wasn't good, definitely not good against Southampton. So, yeah, hopefully he can have a good game here, though. And, of course, yeah, there are more oh, look at that. Good header. But just outside. I know it's against a lower team, and we should be doing great in this game and perhaps score a couple of goals, and Oscar Thorne should be given more power to himself, I should say. But at the same time, you can, if you're a lower team, they can put a lot of pressure on Oscar Thorne, but that should generally open up for other players to come in and dominate, because they'll put too much focus on Oscar Thorne. So hopefully we will at least win the game. I would have hoped that we would play a little better than we have so far. I mean, it is a League 2 game, but they are closing us down quite good. Actually, they haven't created much, and as long as they don't do that, of course, it's not a big problem. But as long as we only have 1-0, it is, of course, they only need one chance. And, oh, but here is 2-0. It's an own goal, even though Oscar Thorne was behind it, but it could be an offside. So VAR is going to have a check, and it's going to be disallowed. Oh, come on. As I said, as long as it's just 1-0, then of course they only need to create one chance, as long as they keep this pressure on us and keep us from creating opportunities or chances on them. So yeah, would be great if we could get that second goal in. I would be a little more confident, because I do believe it's going to be taking a lot for Turkey to get a good opportunity to score on us. But of course nothing is impossible, and as long as we only have 1-0, it only takes one opportunity. But there we go, Esteban Bonifaci, maybe he will get into the team. Now we know, of course, that it's going to be tough for him to just get into the team and play good directly. I'm not saying that he's supposed to be playing brilliant now, but so our hopes is, of course, that coming a couple of games into the season, 10, 15 games like that, he will have molded into our troop, and hopefully will become good, really good in this side. What worries me is actually Dominic Novak, because looking at all his numbers, his current abilities, his potential abilities, all the different stats that he has, all have the signs that he's supposed to be a good player now and with a brilliant potential. But still, he has very hard getting up to a 7 in average rating. So, yeah, that scares me a bit, because I don't really know what to do to get him to play better. I don't know if I need to try and get him to play in a different situation or something. Here we go, Tanjo Sergin. That's another one, but just like Esteban Bonifaci, he is new to the team. So maybe that put something on Dominic as well, because even though he's been in the team for quite some time, he still plays with Tanju and Esteban on one each side of him. So it is kind of new for him as well. So yeah, hopefully he will develop or get into it as well and start playing better the further we get into the season. Oh, Novak is going to get a card here. Hopefully just a yellow. No, it's a red one. Oh, come on. That's not nice. How do we fix this then? I think we're going to put him there. And we're going to take away... He's going to be playing as a defensive now. That's just sad. Are we going to try and do some changes while we're here now? Oh, I can't see. Is there no... Yeah, we can see it here. How stupid am I? Red, just as stupid as you've always been. You can see that Andrei Lukic is quite tired. We are 3-0 up. It's half an hour left to play. I think we're going to be throwing in Steve Clay there to bring in some fresh legs. Other than that, no. I think we're going to keep the same players on the pitch. None of these players... I mean, Charlie Wiggett, maybe he could, but the defense is not tired at all, so they can continue. I think Esteban Bonifaci will come off later on for Alex Roberts. Other than that, I don't think we're going to be making much more changes. So let's get to continue. Confirm the changes in formation and everything. And now we just want to survive this. And we should, of course, survive it. But yeah. Only 8,500 people is here today. And we score again. 4-0. Tanju Sejin. But where are we playing? Are we playing at the new stadium? I didn't think we were going to play there already. I thought we were going to play on Craven Cottage. We are playing on Craven Cottage. Room for almost 30,000, and look at how few attendance there are today. Bonifaci. He's had a great game today. And Tenju is really tired, and so are Turney. I think we're going to take out Turney, and Jake Fisher's going to come on. Can we do another change? Yes, we can. So I think we're going to have in Ronnie Edwards there as well. They are going to be tired there in the midfield, of course. Only being 3 players now. Covering a lot more of the pitch since Novak got sent off. There's Bonifaci. He goes all the way. Oh. Yeah, I didn't take out Bonifaci now. It was Edwards and Fisher coming on. Bonifaci. Edwards. Bonifaci. Come on. Here comes Pena. Oh, that's a beautiful ball in. And looks like it's going to be a penalty here. Who's going to take this penalty then? If it gets to be a penalty. It's a penalty. Penalty awarded. And it looks like Oscar Thorne is going to put this one. And he puts it in. Another goal by Oscar Thorne. Second goal of the season. And the second goal in this game. So he hasn't scored in the Premier League yet. 3 games into the Premier League and he hasn't scored. Maybe this will give him some morale boost that will eventually put him on the score sheet in the Premier League as well. But that's going to happen in the next episode, the earliest, because this is the last game of this episode. Pena and Oscar Thorne gets to his hat-trick. It's not a real hat-trick though, since he scored his first goal in the first half and the other two in the second half. But it is a hat-trick, but not a pure one as they call it. Oh, he's so alone there. And I guess the Turkey players are just not, they don't have the fatigue to play anymore, or the fitness to play anymore. They just get run down at the end. They did play very good in the first half, I must say that. They kept us away from scoring goals, but eventually we wore them down. And yeah, a good second half from my players. So yeah. Anyway, it's the third and last game of this episode, so we are of course going to take a look at things outside of the pitch as well. We're going to go with outstretched arms here in a good win, because it was finally going through in that Carabao Cup when we are as our Premier League team. That's a step in the right direction, I would say. Yeah, we win there. 6 of the best for Welling. John wants conversation about official standard. I don't care about that. Novak is banned. I don't think I'm going to appeal. Just going to let it be. Thorn, we need to praise him, of course. Like that. And then we start by having a look at the finances. Profit so far this month is 600,000. A good profit. And almost 100 million in the bank again. And of course we still have a couple of things. We just started out by improving the youth facilities, the training facilities, and another youth facilities. That's weird. Yeah, but that's just the way it is. That's good. And looking at this, we could... I don't want to increase any of that. That's good. Networking. I don't think I want that. And we certainly don't want to cut down on anything. Personal, I don't need a new contract at the moment. We don't need to build a new stadium. Coaches allowed. Nah, I think we, at the moment, can handle it. Build new stadium. Completed the 24th June, but it wasn't. It was postponed. So I guess it doesn't say it there. We're going to go in here and overview, and we go into facilities here, and the planned infrastructure changes due to move into capacity for Welling United Stadium on the 21st of October. 21st of October. So it's two months away before we move into the new stadium. And I was wrong. We haven't sold 18,000. I think it was 15,000 or something like that we've sold in season tickets. So we've sold more season tickets than we have capacity. So I don't know how that's going to end up happening later on. But we're just going to have to wait and see. Superb training facilities. That's good. And impressive youth facilities. This is, of course, that we want to work on and hopefully get up some really good players. Now, my goal is, because we have very few players in this and under 18, so my goal is definitely to try and sign perhaps every youth player, however crappy they are. I'm thinking about signing every youth player that comes up in the spring, so that we will have a full under 18 squad which we can actually use and start giving them games and stuff like that. I'm looking at under 23. We don't have many players in that either, so we don't really play any games with them. But we do have some very interesting players, and looking at the star rating for potential, we do have a lot of players with high potential, but we were having problems getting them there. But as I said, we have this overall balance of 100 million, which in any other division in England would be a huge sum of money. But in the Premier League, it's peanuts, especially since we don't bring in millions of pounds a month so that we can compete with Manchester United, Manchester City, and all those other teams. We have, in the eyes of the other big clubs, this is peanuts. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting better and better, getting more reputation. Hopefully we can stay in this division so that we can continue to grow and hopefully get into the European situation. I would love to get into just the EuroLeague or the conference or something like that. Just to play European football would be lovely. I would love that. But I know it's going to be another struggling season. I'm pretty sure of it, especially looking at the Tottenham and Southampton game. Southampton, I don't think they are supposed to be in the top of the table somewhere. So I think the loss against Southampton was a hard one. The loss against Tottenham, even though they are beneath Southampton at the moment, I do believe that Tottenham is a team that's going to be fighting up here. So that loss, that draw, I'm not that worried about. The loss against Southampton was a worrying thing. The winning against Brighton was, of course, a lovely thing, but something that I felt we really had to do, because if we wouldn't have won against Brighton, I would have been a bit scared that we were going to be fighting really hard to survive. I know we're still going to be fighting this season to survive, but I believe that if we've lost point against Brighton, I would have been scared that we would be fighting to even get out of this position in the end of the season. So yeah, but yeah, I think we're gonna have an okay season. I don't like this, that we are under 50% in win percent right now. I want to get above 50% at least, even though I know we're underdogs in most of the games this season. I do want to have a higher win percentage, of course. Here we can see 12th in the league, one of each, one win, one draw, and one lost. So yeah, FA Cup, we're not going to enter that until January, so we have a long way to go before we are there. Carabao Cup, as we just saw, we won 6-0 against Turkey, which is good. Now let's have a look at games that are coming up. In the next episode, we're going to play Chelsea away in this Premier League. Then we're going to play home to Derby County, another one of those games that we need to win. And then we're going to play away against West Ham. And that's the next episode's game. After that, I can see here that we are going to play Carabao Cup game there. And wonder who we get. We're just gonna have to wait and see. It's the third round, so I think this is the round where the teams that play out in Europe enters. They don't have to play in this round. They get free from that, if I'm not mistaken. So it looks like it's going to be an interesting future here. We're gonna be fighting to survive another year in the Premier League, build up our finances, and hopefully sign a couple of promising players, develop them, and hopefully one day be a European fighting club as well. Medical center, current injuries. We have no current injuries. We have a lot of high risk on Martin Turney, Esteban Boniface. Oh, there's a lot. Three players that have a really high, very high injury risk. That's not good. And in training, most of the players have trained good. We do have some that is a bit lazy, I guess. But most of them are training good, and some of them up here are training really good. So, and of course, Harkin made a good game, not letting a goal in. I can't remember though. Did he? Let's go in here again, just to see if we can see 7.6, while Dodds was 7.6. So they both, and yeah, of course, the opponents with Brighton is a bit harder. Tottenham, he played 6.7, and Dodds 6.6. So yeah, they pretty much playing equally good or bad. So it's going to be a hard choice to see who's going to be the first keeper next season, of course. I don't think we have much more to go through here now. And looking forward to this season, season 12. I hope you will join me, of course, for this season. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. Do like, subscribe, leave a little comment, share with your friend, and so on and so forth. And stay safe, have heaps of fun, and I'll just end with bye.